So Walmart's got a secret. I've discovered it, so I think it's time you all know. Alright guys, so you might be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, Walmart has a little secret up their sleeve. And basically what that is, it is this guy. This is the On Groove Rugged Speaker. This is basically Walmart's very own Bluetooth speaker. And I gotta say, first off the bat, this thing is impressive. As you will see a little bit later in the video, this thing is truly impressive. But for now, this guy is IPX7 waterproof resistant, which is really nice. It's Bluetooth, it has 10 hours of battery life, it pairs to your phone super easily. I mean, it has LEDs on the bottom, how cool is that? It's got this kind of soft, plasticky, rubberized top that actually feels really nice with these raised logos for all the functions. The power button lights up, letting you know that the speaker's on and that it's paired. It's got this really nice, like, stitched kind of covering over the speaker itself. And it's got this really grippy rubber bottom with some print on the bottom that actually looks pretty high quality. So this thing is pretty nice. And then on the back you have the On logo, which is on this rubber door, which you can pull open to, it's a little tough to get open there, expose your USB and your AUX. This is how you'll charge it, and this is if you want to plug it into, say, a computer or into something that has an auxiliary out and you just want to use a cable. But yeah, basically, I've been looking for a Bluetooth speaker that would get really loud and have good sound quality, since I have generally just used like cheap Bluetooth speakers that don't get too loud. They sound alright, but they just don't get that loud. So like when I saw this on the shelf for $35, I was just like, I want it. Like, this is pretty easy. And I demoed it, so I already knew what it sounded like. And that's what enticed me to buy it. So I picked it up, and here's the box that it comes in. Basically, if any of you guys don't really know, On is Walmart's in-house company, and they manufacture mainly electronics and random things that you'll find generally around the electronics area. You won't see this logo in apparel or in food or in, shoes. It's mainly going to be around the electronics area, but they manufacture all sorts of little things, including these speakers. The company itself used to have a different logo. I personally didn't think it looked that good, and I imagine a lot of people probably didn't mess with this company just because their brand image looked a little on the cheap side. But they seem to have reinvented themselves. They've created a new logo. All their packaging looks a lot more attractive, and I think people are definitely, paying the company some attention now. And when they decided to get in on the Bluetooth speaker game, they just blew the Bluetooth speaker world away by storm. Like, literally, they have created probably one of the best Bluetooth speakers I've heard for the price. And I think, and I'm going to say this, but I think it is good enough to give JBL and Bose a run for their money, because for the price, this guy is probably the best thing you're going to hear. So let me show you guys exactly what it does. So I'm going to turn it on real quick. Let's go through the top here. So we have power. This is what turns it on, and it's got a little LED light in there, which will let you know that it's on and that it's actually paired. We have volume up, volume down. We have the LED light, and we have the Bluetooth. And then right here we have the play pause, which you can also use the play pause to hang up or answer phone calls, and you can use the volume up and the volume down to skip songs or advance tracks. So it's pretty cool. And then right here is the LED light ring, which is pretty much invisible when it's off. It looks like it doesn't light up, but when it turns on, it's actually really cool how light emits from this. And the overall feel of this speaker is really impressive. It's kind of heavy. Like, it's definitely not a light speaker. I don't know what the weight of it is, but it feels pretty heavy. It's got this nice strap, which feels pretty high quality. The materials feel pretty high quality. I mean, it's all water resistant, so I want to say it's up to 3 feet. If it gets wet in the shower, or at the poolside, or at the beach, don't worry, you're not going to hurt it. I put my initials on the bottom to make sure if I ever misplace this thing that someone will know it's mine. But without further ado, let me turn it on so y'all can kind of hear what it sounds like. It's got a cool little startup chime and it's got a voice. Pretty cool.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
So as you can see, it's already connected to my phone and it's on. It's just ready for something to be played. So why don't we play a song? So yeah, that's just a quick little demonstration of what it sounds like. That was about halfway to 3/4. That wasn't even max volume. Now, right now what I can tell you is the sound is really crisp. I have Spotify. I went into the settings on Spotify and I switched the equalizer to treble booster, which really made this speaker sound incredible. I'm almost positive there's a tweeter in there inside that speaker because this thing has amazing crisp clarity, which is impressive for the price again. And then it's got bass, like it's not deep, thunderous, punchy bass like you get with an actual subwoofer or say a better Bluetooth speaker like a JBL or a Bose. But the bass is there, it's noticeable. The sound is deep, it's rich, it's room filling. And I mean, for $35, this speaker is just mind-blowingly good. And every time I turn it on to listen to it, whether I'm getting ready for work or I'm just doing some chores around the house, whatever it is, I'm always smiling because I am always impressed by just how good this speaker sounds. It is incredible. This speaker is just mind-blowing, and it's like, okay, so Walmart, your in-house company on kind of sucked at first, like, no offense. But whatever you did to that company when they rebranded their image and they reinvented themselves and decided they wanted to make Bluetooth speakers, they completely crushed it, nailed it, home run ball out of the park. This thing is probably the best Bluetooth speaker I have ever seen for the price. It is just incredible, and I've watched review videos just to see what other people were saying about this, and a lot of the reviews are the same thing. People are just really impressed by this speaker, and most of them say the same thing. You know, it's not the best thing they've ever heard, but for what it is super good. Like, it is impressive how good it is, and I would have to agree. This thing is truly impressive. Now, if I were to stack it up next to a JBL or a Bose, it would lose. But by itself, for what it is truly impressive. And not to mention, I've been leaving out a really cool feature that I don't see on other Bluetooth speakers, so this would be the first one. This thing has a party mode. So basically, I can go to Walmart, buy a second one of these, or let's say I've got a friend that has one of these, and he brings it over. I can pair the two speakers together and connect it to one phone. Now I've got two Bluetooth speakers connected to one phone playing the same music. It's like a dual setup. So imagine you're throwing a pool party and you take this speaker and you set it on one end of the pool, and then you take the other speaker and you set it at the other end of the pool, and then you have the phone in the middle, and they're both paired to that one phone. Now you've got music that's playing at both ends of the pool from two speakers paired to one device. That's super cool. It's called their party mode. There is kind of a interesting way that you have to initialize the party mode, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So honestly, Walmart, you have a huge hit on your hands. Your in-house company did something truly incredible. I had to make a video about it because I was just blown away. Literally blown away. I could not believe it. And not to mention the best part, 10 hours of battery life. I don't know if I said that in the beginning, but 10 hours of battery life. I think most users are saying they get roughly around 7, but still, that's pretty incredible. Especially considering the sound this thing puts out, I would say 7 is respectable. Like, that's definitely not bad. This speaker is on the shelf at Walmart right now for 35 bucks. It's got a bigger brother, which is like a bigger, taller cylinder. And then it's got a little brother, which is a little rectangular shaped speaker. It looks way different from this one. It doesn't have any LED lights. It's like, I want to say 15 bucks. That's enticing as well, but I was just like, nah. You gotta go for the $35 one. Just spend the money and get it. It's still cheaper than most Bluetooth speakers out there that are any good. And this thing will impress you. I mean, you can literally just take this thing with you anywhere. It's got the strap. Just bring it with you. It's your all-in-one sound device. Like, it's got you covered. It gets loud. It sounds good. And it's probably the best speaker I've ever heard for the price. And it's at Walmart of all places, so there you go. Like, what more could you want? It's a home run. So yeah, guys, that is the story behind this Bluetooth speaker. Like I said, it's at Walmart for $35. I want to say it's reduced price from $50, almost $60, but it's at Walmart for 35 bucks. And honestly, when you stack this thing up compared to, say, Bose or JBL, which are probably the two biggest names that show up in the Bluetooth speaker industry right now, this thing is a huge contender. It's definitely a contender that came to the fight and was ready to throw down. Like, this thing is definitely solid. And do JBL and Bose need to be worried about On coming in and just taking away their top spots? No, I don't think so. But they definitely need to slide over and make room for this guy because this guy deserves a spot with them. This guy is definitely good. Is he going to win over those two? No, but he is definitely going to sit right next to them and be a choice everyone should consider when they're looking for another speaker because this is great. I cannot comment enough on how much I like this thing and how much I'm impressed by it and how much I love it. It's 10 hours. I've been playing this thing for like 3 days straight, off and on. I still don't need to charge it. It's still not dead. So, I mean, just off and on, that's like maybe an hour or two here or there of just listening to music, and it's still not dead. So, I'm imagining I'll probably make it to the end of the week before I need to charge it. But seriously, this thing is incredible. Walmart, you need to pat yourselves on the back, and I hope that you will continue to invest your time and effort and money into this, and maybe you release a second generation of it, maybe with some improved features. Maybe these buttons up top could light up. That'd be kind of cool, like all of them light up. Maybe offer some different colors, but honestly, the shape is fine. I wouldn't change the shape. Most people are probably going to be like, oh, it looks like a soda can. But who cares? It looks great. It's clean, it's simplistic, it's minimal. But that'd probably be the only upgrades. And I think really that's all there is to say about this guy. But go out to Walmart and buy one. Or at least just demo it. If you don't want to buy it, just go demo it. Just go listen to it at Walmart. Let it blow you away there. And then bring this thing home and listen to it for yourself at home. Connect it up. Set your equalizer setting on Spotify if that's what you use. If you use Apple Music or YouTube Music, I don't know where the well, I know Apple Music has equalizer settings, so go switch it to treble booster. YouTube Music, I don't know if it does or not. If it does, go switch it to treble booster and then give this thing a listen. And then come back and comment on my video and tell me what you think. If you share the same feelings I do, if you agree, if you disagree, let me know what y'all think. And if y'all get one of these, if not, like, spread the word. This thing is incredible. I think I've said enough. Anyways, guys, if you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you want to see when I'm releasing more content. I'm usually doing stuff that's Apple related and, related to MacBooks, Apple products. So give my channel a check out. Had to do a video on this guy because I'm just super blown away by it. And as always, y'all stay safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.